Okay, so now we're ready to remove the door lock, or I'm sorry, the door latch mechanism. We got the lock out, and I've obviously, you can see I've got it here on the Sawhorse. I've already got it out. And the only reason I did this is because it's a lot easier to film this with the latch mechanism out of the truck. There's just no room. You just wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing very well if this was still mounted in the truck. So this is only held on by 3 bolts. One there, one there, one there, and there's your little bear claw latch mechanism right there that hits the striker like that. So we've got that, and now I'm going to show you these little tabs here. They're kind of tricky to get out, and this is what they look like. It's just a very small little tab. You can see this area right here. This, I'll show you what that goes to in a minute. And you see this little tang right there? That's also important. So this little slot right here, I'll show you. This rod that I have right here, this is the goes to the door lock. This is the push button part of it. This little 90-degree angle right here slides into this part of the lock mechanism. This is your lock. And then I'll show you up here, you can see it's threaded. This is where you put your little plastic push-pull tab on the inside of the door to lock and unlock the doors. So anyway, this area right here, you see that little machined groove in this linkage? That's where this side, that little slot, slides into. And it just slides over this little latch, or this little machined area, just like that. Okay, so we've got that right there. I'll set this aside. I'll bring this over. This right here is the basically latch and unlatch mechanism. This rod right here goes to your interior door handle. This one over here on the side, this one goes to your outside door handle. See, I'll pull on this and you can see they both move. Or if you just pull on this, if you're getting in from the outside, this one doesn't move. So that, you know, that's how you open your door. But I'll show you on here. You see I've got the little tab on there. Okay? And there's always 2 holes. I'll show you. Flip this around. This is the door lock mechanism. There's always 2 holes here. Okay? And these little tabs, I'll come up here and I'll show you. These little tabs, you see where that little tang was at the bottom? That fits into that bottom hole right there. And you can see how the upper part of that little retainer tab is around the machined area of this linkage rod. So to get these out, it's not that tricky, it's not too bad. Let me show you real quick. What you do, you take a really small flat bladed screwdriver, you get underneath and you pry it up, you get that little tang out of that hole. Okay, so you just pull it out and then you slide. Once it's out of its little hole, you slide the whole retaining clip upwards, just like that. Now it's not going to come all the way out just yet. So we've got it slid up, it's outside, it's not, it's no longer attached around that little machined area. Come on, focus, there we go. So it's no longer attached around that little machined area. So now your linkage just pops out. And these don't really fall out. That one obviously just fell out. But that'll usually kind of stay in place. You pull your linkage out and then you pull your little tab off like that. And it's really just that easy. So like I said, first get this little tang popped out of this bottom hole, slide it up, slide your retaining clip up, and then pull your linkage rod out, and that gets the whole thing out. And you've got 3 linkages on these C10 door latches. Like I said, this one's for your lock. This is the interior lock mechanism. Your lock cylinder on the outside of the door has a little kind of a rod, just a piece of metal that goes in and out of this little slot right there, and it just unlocks it like that. This, obviously, your push-pull tab on the inside of the door does the same thing. Here, your interior door pull and your exterior door pull. So you'll have 3 little tabs on here, one here, and one here, and you'll also have one on your interior door latch. But that's it. Just these little tabs. They're kind of tricky to get to when this is all bolted up inside the door. But just take your time and try not to lose these. And that's it. So I appreciate y'all watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.